Honestly, Twitch is in a really bad place right now. First, the hot tub meta that we discussed earlier this week, and now it turns out that Twitch is going to have another wave of DMCA complaints and bans. That's right, your favorite streamer could be banned because of DMCA violations in the next few weeks, and Twitch is so concerned about it that they sent out an email warning their creators about the upcoming DMCA strikes. Believe it or not, this is the second time they've had to do this. Keep watching to find out why your favorite streamer could be banned. Hey guys, MattyO here. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps me out as a small but growing channel. Oh, and don't forget to say hi to me down in the comments. Now, let's get back to this whole Twitch mess. Right, so I've been a bit of a vocal critic of Twitch in the past, mostly because I think they could be doing so much better, and they should be doing so much better. They have a lot of potential as a platform and as YouTube's only competitor. They're even backed by Amazon, so it always confuses me that they managed to get themselves into more trouble than a puppy that you left home for the first time all alone. It just seems like every time I come back to it, there's another problem at Twitch, and this one is not a new problem. So let's talk about the DMCA. DMCA is a law, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Now, just FYI, I'm not a lawyer, so don't take any legal advice from me. This video is just how I understand things. But DMCA, as I understand it, is basically the backbone of user-created content on the internet. It gets a lot of hate because it's so often and so easily abused by bad actors, but at the end of the day, without it, there would be no website that would be able to host user-generated content without being sued out of existence and without their users being sued into bankruptcy. Basically, it allows for companies that own copyrighted material to take down illegally uploaded copies of their copyrighted works without having to sue the website hosting the content for the user who uploaded it. And without this system, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Reddit, that weird blog that your 9th grade teacher had about birds that they found in the local area, none of that could exist. It just would be financially impossible. And to keep in line with the law, Twitch and any website like it, including YouTube, are supposed to show that they have a good faith effort to ban people who repeatedly post copyrighted material, which is why both YouTube and Twitch have a 3-strike rule. That is, if you get 3 DMCA requests, otherwise known as copyright strikes, you get banned from the sites. So despite knowing this and having a section in their terms of service about the 3-strike rule, Twitch took absolutely no preventative action to stop DMCA strikes. Honestly, it seems to me that Twitch had basically built their culture around playing copyrighted material like songs and videos on some of their biggest streams. Like these creators, all of them were listening to copyrighted songs at least a few years ago. Realistically, this is just the Twitch streamers not understanding the law. They're putting themselves in a big liability. Seeing as Twitch makes all of their money off of these creators, you think they might have tried to protect them from the music industry and told them, hey guys, maybe don't play so much copyrighted material. I mean, the music industry had no problem suing single mothers into bankruptcy only a few years back. I mean, these guys are, in my opinion, worse than ambulance chasers. Back in the early 2000s, it did not matter if you were employed, if you were disabled, if you were a single parent, they would sue you for millions of dollars all the same. Which, I mean, very progressive. At least they were equal opportunity bankrupters. Look at YouTube. Their system is far from perfect, but they built a system where the majority of cases of alleged copyright infringement, nobody has to use a DMCA strike. They've worked out a system that allows for the music industry and other industries to take revenue from videos that were uploaded with their songs or whatever. And because of that, the music industry doesn't use DMCA on every video. Creators complain about their videos being copyright claimed, but the copyright claim is nowhere near as bad as the copyright strike. They just take the revenue and you get to keep your account. They're not striking you. If they strike you, that's a big deal. It helps out the music industry because they get the money, so they're happy for it. And it helps out YouTube because they keep getting their sweet cut of the ad revenue too. It just kind of doesn't work out for the creators because the system is so bad and so overzealous, and it does not make any allowances for fair use. That trade-off is what lets us not get banned because we use clips from a TV show in a video. So I'd say that the YouTube system works well. It could be better, but it works well enough, and it stops everybody from being sued. Twitch, however, has almost nothing to help out their streamers. The most that they do is try to audio match and mute sections of the VODs that may have contained some kind of copyrighted material, but the system is just so unreliable, and it really doesn't seem to stop any DMCA strikes. I kid you not, their suggestion to content creators the last time this happened was to tell them to delete all of their VODs. Imagine if YouTube was like, hey kids, I know you've been uploading since 2007, but hey, sorry, we're gonna need you to remove all of that, or we're gonna ban you forever. Because that's basically what Twitch did. Most streamers still did that. Guess what? That didn't even seem to keep them safe from DMCA strikes. It appears that people were still being striked for their deleted VODs. So basically we can say that Twitch handled these things like live grenades in a handbasket. And now, just the other day, they sent out another email to their streamers. It reads, we are committed to being more transparent with you about DMCA. We recently received a batch of DMCA takedown notifications with about 1,000 individual claims from music publishers. All of the claims are for VODs, and the vast majority target streamers listening to background music music while playing video games or IRL streaming. Based on the number of claims, we believe these rights holders used automated tools to scan and identify copyright music in creators' VODs and clips, which means that they will likely send further notices. We are actively speaking with the music labels about solutions that could work for creators as well as for rights holders. This is our first such contact from the music publishing industry. There can be several owners for a single piece of music, and we are disappointed that they decided to send takedowns when we are willing and ready to speak to them about solutions. So yeah, it seems like the music industry is using bots to detect and flag audio content that's part of their copyrighted material. That's not a good thing for Twitch, since an automated bot can go through the VODs on the site way faster than any human could, and since multiple bots can be streaming at the same time, they're probably going to get a whole lot more than these 1,000 DMCA strikes soon. If your favorite streamers ever watched or listened to music on stream, they could be in a lot of trouble. It just takes 3 strikes to have your entire channel taken down, and that's not 3 VODs. That's 3 individual strikes. So if they listen to 3 different songs on the same stream, they could be individually struck for each song that they played on that one stream. So on top of that, it's harder for the music industry to detect, but even if you have your VODs turned off, you can still get a strike just from playing music on your live stream, since that's still technically illegal. I mean, it's harder for them to check because you're doing it live, but if they wanted to, they could get you there too. So it's not good for the creators, and some of them have made some really big mistakes on this one. I mean, you could make an argument for fair use, but I honestly don't think just listening to popular music in the background of your stream constitutes fair use. You're not really using it for any transformative purpose, at least not most of the time. Realistically though, Twitch needed to handle this 5 years ago, not today. If they're planning on building a system together using duct tape and bubblegum to help save their streamers from the DMCA strikes in some way, they're going to be out of luck. YouTube's audio detection algorithm took years to train and years to make it as good as it is, and it's still terrible. This is quite literally something that there's absolutely no way that nobody at Twitch saw coming. I just don't understand. Who's running the operation over at Twitch? A bunch of penguins hastily banging their flippers against the keyboard? Some of the larger streams seem to think that they will be protected because, quote, there's no way that Twitch will ban all of their top streamers hog. But that's not true. If they don't show a good faith action to prevent future copyright infringement, they could be opening themselves up to some big liability. So are they going to play chicken with a lawsuit-wielding version of the Hydra from Greek mythology? Or are they going to cave in and try not to get sued by banning some of their top streamers? My money is on them banning some of the streamers to avoid a lawsuit. But hey, like I said, it does seem like there's no humans in charge over there at Twitch, so they might opt for the riskier option. Really depends where the penguin's flippers hit on that keyboard. Anyway, sorry if this video has been a little bit wordy, but this situation has a lot of little things that are kind of tricky to get right. I'm not an expert at this, but as a commentary channel that has to use clips and pictures from other YouTubers' videos, I try to be up to date on this kind of stuff and on fair use. But I'd recommend talking to an actual lawyer if this kind of stuff is going to affect you. Anyway guys, what do you think? Is this Twitch's fault for not taking action in the first place? Or is it the streamer's fault for not being aware of the law and playing music on their streams? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and if you want to prove that you're part of the secret Watch to the End club, put the word giant in your comment down below, but don't make it obvious, so I can tell who's watching all the way back here at the end of the video. Anyway, thank you so much again, have a great day, and God bless you.